Good evening guys, welcome back to another gameplay video of Diablo 3, Rise of the Necromancer. Brought to you by Gigantism and Razorlight Entertainment. We are looking at gameplay video of the Necromancer class, latest addition by Blizzard to Diablo 3. We have just entered the Royal Crypts. We checked out all the new skills. We got up late and we decided on Command Golem, Command Skeletons, Corpse Explosion, Grimset, and Decrepify. We're just going to test out Grimset and see if it's as good as it seems to be. Otherwise, we're all good to go. We also got a bunch of passive skills, which we can't really use right now. So I'm just going to say hi to my clan guys very quickly. Hey everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Check my fans to make sure, yeah, everything's good.
There are forces arrayed against us that are stronger than we ever imagined. Some great lies behind these
so these are the green.
I do not yet know it.
We shall set things right. That is all you need to know.
It doesn't have range, I suppose. I think I like range, honestly. Grimset is nice, I think, but what I would like is a distance advantage, which doesn't seem to give me, so... yeah, this needs to be suppressed. This needs to be spread damage to be really good. Let me go back to Bone Pillars. Reason being that it really allows me to do a lot of damage from a distance, which is invaluable. You can see that I don't even have to approach any of the items to destroy them. I'll rather stand here and just do some massive damage.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Because he wanted to free Diablo. Cutscene.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leon.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Well, the skeletons certainly obey their skeleton king, that's for sure.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into mine?
Put you down,
actually, I'm pretty sure I'm cold-blooded being a necromancer and all that.
I must wait. There's a little bit of lag calling up now, guys, actually. I'm not sure if that's because of the internet connection, which I seriously doubt, but because of the amount of things going on the screen at once. But I think Blizzard will have to take a look at how well their servers handle that, because blow up lots of stuff, get movement bonuses, continue. I really hope the number of monsters increases as we go forward in the difficulty levels, because as it stands right now, the volume of monsters are just not enough to pose a good challenge.
How should I train?
Yeah, he keeps asking us that because we need to give him skills. So let's just open the follower menu. Taunt enemies. Yeah.
A useful skill.
All of those are good skills. We'll
The fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I'm simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Wasn't he possessed by Diablo, young Albrecht? You know what I wish Blizzard would do? I wish they would just remake Diablo 1 and 2 using the Diablo 3 engine. That would be amazing content pack, something I would really pay to play. With a whole new story of Odin and everything, and bring the old to the new, and that would be incredible. Yeah, they could call it Diablo United or something like that. Alright guys, I think it's time for a boss battle. Boss battle! Crypt of the Skeleton King. Hello.
You will never defeat me!
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Kilda returned. When did he return from vacation? Here come the problem children. Turn them all, guys. See, all my clanmates are already going up the rifts. Actually, we keep doing this. We need to shift the difficulty of the game. I've been saying that for a while now, but we're going to continue for now. This difficulty. Oh boy. Massive damage to him. Guys, let's
the crater. This is unexpected. How did you come here?
I remember falling.
oh
Who
dear.
are you?
I am not your enemy. I think, yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
We must get to safety. Then we will find answers.
Okay. Well, we found a stranger in the falling star, guys. Cutscene.
I believed it was a fallen star. But in truth, it was only a man. And of course, his memories have vanished. Perhaps Deckard Cain will know more. I found him in the crater.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
It's interesting how Deckard Cain jumped from amnesiac to message that can save us from impending doom.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me, but it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
It's possible. We'll have our answers once I retrieve the sword.
My dearest Heydrich, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man. When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
Do you remember anything else yet?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
You seem unwell.
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
There is no need for that. I will return the sword soon.
Oh, there we go, making promises.
The Horodrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
And you are connected to them, right?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horodrim, Jared Cain. When the Horodrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horodrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths.
Well, my little army has got a lot of deeper truths as well. Let's see what we can do with our new loot. We got another version of Lyric's Crown with upgraded stats and stuff, more critical chance, vitality.
But the gem effect is increased by 76% only. Anyway, I'll take it. And nope. No. 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 Yes. Okay, we'll take those. Okay, we seem to be in pretty good stead right now. Can we forge something unique? Guys, I'm looking at weapon with the highest damage, so that's pretty much why I'm not forging anything that seems to have a low damage, because ultimately the end result has a low damage as well, which is horrible as far as we go. So now the mace, the dagger, the axe. Base damage seems to be more with the mace. So let's carve it. Cool. We'll make one more just to make sure. The highest it can be. Oh, this has got a slot. It's got a slot. Holy damage. Seriously? On a necromancer? I will take it. I will take it. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do now, guys. Find weapon 220. What are we gonna do? We're gonna... The chance is 11.5. But... we want to put rubies, I think. Yeah, I think we want to put rubies. We put in some legendary gems also now. Of course, these were all collected by my other characters. We can still take advantage of that to have a great game. Why not? I think I will be using a flawless Imperial Ruby. Gives me a lot of damage. There we go. We have a 300, almost a 300 damage weapon right there. Which we're all very grateful. Oh yeah, what can we put in the helmet? Cooldown reduction, 21% life. Now guys, what do we want here? More gold, resource costs, what do we want? Ah. We can get more experience. Or do we want to put something... I don't know. What do we want to do? I'm not sure. Okay, I think what we do is we'll go with not... Yeah, the experience sounds good, but what we'll do is we will go with
resource costs. So let's find the one with the greatest amount of resource cost reduction. That is the Imperial Topaz, so we will go with that. So right now what we have is an essence cost reduction of 27.42%, almost 30%. So as you can see, our bone pillars, our mage skills, everything just comes down a lot with it, and that's, you know, more the merrier. It's very beneficial. We actually need a lot of armor, don't we? Not much. Okay, I think we're good. Now we have to go to the Cemetery of the Forsaken and hunt for Tyrael's missing sword pieces. Before that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the game now, very quickly. And I'm gonna start a new game. Alright. Game settings. Change to Expert or Master. Let's go with Master, and we will resume game. Let's do this. Reset, the monsters are reset, the areas that we have cleared are also reset. So it's something that you want to do when you're ready with a nice new weapon and you want to increase the damage, increase the difficulty levels. Now that we have an Imperial Gem, I think we're ready for that. Okay, this is taking its own sweet time. What's happening here, guys? Okay, if this doesn't load soon, we'll just stop the video here, recording here, and we'll resume again in a new recording when the server has sorted out its bullshit. Normally it does not take this much time to load. Okay, clearly guys, there's some problem with the game server, so we're just going to restart the game. We'll resume the recording after restarting it. I'll see you guys again soon. This gameplay video has been brought to you by Genvification and Razorlight Entertainment. Enjoy, God bless everybody, peace.